The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoffs, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoffs, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. 48 Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Red Raiders will put it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He's in open space downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Here comes the heat. It's complete. And they'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Winston. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions.
Defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off. What a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory. He jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Oh, it's picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got it in the middle, it's Carter. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gentry. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Fires to the tight end. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Red Raiders! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is heading. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Looking for space, it's Jackson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the open. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Wolverines are on the move. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Lets it go. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Michigan. Oh, that may be in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Slithers into space. Spins away. There he goes.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Joyner. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. Beautiful pass.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Now on second down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires and picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only up. The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Red Raiders will put total leather to crank us up. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Right on the money. At the 40, there he goes. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Rich. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense, is that what we're doing here? Hauls it in and looking upfield. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. We saw it on that play.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the big fella. And they're able to get him down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And the Wolverines are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Michigan.
And he's off to a good start this year. That's already his third receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field. And as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs, and then hopefully move the football.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Texas Tech.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and
there he goes. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gonna look downfield again. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Michigan offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Back to pass, it's Carr. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. A quick pass to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Got a man, it's Tuggle. Still running at the 40. Oh, there's an alley on the left. He's at the touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Joyner. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Extending the play. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 40. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the neck.
He'll take a deep shot here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Creates a little space. Turning it on. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period, first down here. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. Tight coverage there. Did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he waltzes into the score. Touchdown, Michigan. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle. It's Gentry. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass lets his defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Wolverine. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside CUSA today. FIU overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Panthers tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in Conference USA, and that certainly held true again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Makes the catch. It's Gentry. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Let's see what they've got on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Out of the shotgun on third down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Here comes the two-point try. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the one, and the two-pointer is no good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. 1-1 gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Got it in the middle, it's Marsh. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him? Or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Michigan. Lining up to add another.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. Then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now facing a third and long. Dropping back, it's Carr. With the catch, it's Mark. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, going to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Going over the top. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. It's Smith. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Working that left side. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Winston. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man on the right. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. Third and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
And the Red Raiders want to crank the tempo.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good.
And here's the third interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
To the ground with the back. Find some fresh air. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Jackson. Still on his feet. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal.
Under. Down.
Touch pass on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on 1st down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the returner will be knocked down. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Still looking on the move. Throwing on the run. Makes the grab inside the 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds a man on the left. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. The Red Raiders will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Cornhole, 88. Cornhole, 88. Let's go. Let's go.
He'll set up to throw. Boom. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything.
A lot of game, let's win.
Padding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Looking to throw. He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer. So a drive there of 85 yards.
They're on screens, boy. You on my screen, bro.
Tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback.
Yeah,
The ball
bro.
will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again.
Right.
They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. He'll try to pop the draw. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Got a man. It's Tuggle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Carr. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
Caught near the sticks, it's Morgan. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy. Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to.
Turning it on. That's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
You just wonder about this guy's confidence right now. After fumbling in his last game, he's just fumbled again now. He seems like he's a little bit unsure of himself, and because of that, if you're the offensive coordinator, how many more times do you want to go back to this guy in this game?
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Here's the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Red Raiders come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Gonna let it fly. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. They're facing a 3rd down. They just keep firing. Throws for the tight end. Already find a hole in that secondary. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gentry.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Wyoming took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Laramie. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
To the air, it's Carr. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This offense better start finding a way to cap off these drives with points. We haven't seen that now in the last two drives. Last one, they were moving the ball pretty nicely, came away with nothing. This drive, it's looking to be more of the same. And normally when you give up sacks, especially on third down, that's what's going to happen.
Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. The returner will field it and bring it back. He gets a block. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Michigan offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick.
There he goes. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
Dropping back, it's Carr. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads it left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down with it.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Can't make coach has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The sure hands. It's Gentry. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wants to keep it in the air. That's caught. It's Carter. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They're working that left side. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They want to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Touchdown, Red Raider! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Under fire. Complete in the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
receives it with the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
3:25.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having